Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. We are going to be pretty brief today. Just going to go over kind of what's going on, what Mike and I are putting together, and anyone who wants to join is welcome to join, and what it kind of means for agent attraction as well. And then Jonathan's going to go over what he has to like what he would like for everyone to email him for social media, and then he's going to chat a little bit about the importance of using a transaction coordinator, and if anyone has anything else to add, we can add it too. So Mike and I are working on a 90-day program. If you have anything that you feel would be important to first 90 days, please feel free to get with us on it. The reason we're putting it together is because a lot of times, obviously, when agents join new offices, they don't know what to do, or even new agents. Like we've had a couple of new agents, there's not really like a guide on what to do, where to move forward. And obviously, we're all at this company because we know how great it is and we know all that it brings to our businesses. So it's going to kind of be like a little bit of a pathway to get through your first 90 days. It's going to have things such as open house, like the perfect open house checklist. It's going to have things like you're brand new to real estate, take these 3 classes in the world, and just have different classes for different levels that people want to go to. And it's going to take it back to the basics for everyone, so that we can, because it's all about the basics pretty much. You can always restart your business over. So we're going to just create a plan for that. We are going to be meeting the first Tuesday of every month, from 5 to 6 p.m. It's just 1 hour. It'll be 5 to 5:15. You're welcoming. And then a quick update. This is after we're meeting a little bit. I guess the first one will go over everything. The next 15 minutes, 5 to 5:30, will be the successes that we're experiencing. So we're going to talk about things that are going really well for us, that are working. 5:30 to 5:45, we're going to talk about growth opportunities that we're experiencing, and just talk about how I might be having a problem that Mark, you are really well equipped to handle, and I may just need somebody else's eyes on it and just to twist it a little bit. So we're going to help each other get through those. And then the 5:45 to 6 p.m., we're going to set goals for the next month. So it's just going to be a really brief hour. Doesn't have to be super specific what you go over. The first 15 minutes, I'm sorry, it says rate. I thought it said something else. So quick rating. And what that's going to be is just going around the room, like rating yourself from 1 to 10, maybe 1 to 5. I don't know. We haven't really decided, but it's going to be a rating. So you are going to be responsible for telling the group how you did. No one's going to put it on you. No one's going to shame you. It's just completely up to you to share with the group how you feel that you did. And I think that that's going to be kind of cool for us to really evaluate. This is what we kind of chatted about, Mark and Anna, yesterday, accountability partners. So for this, the 4 of us that met yesterday for agent attraction would end up being accountability partners for this, just because we'll be accountability partners for both things. And everyone's going to have an accountability partner just to check in with every week. And because we're only meeting monthly, and that they can go to if they're having issues with anything. And, just kind of like we discussed yesterday. And I believe you said it, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, so feel free to come off mute. But I think how did you describe the accountability partners?
You're talking to me?
Yes, you.
What do you mean? How did I describe it?
Like, why you said yesterday something really good about why we should have accountability partners, and I can't remember right now.
Well, I mean, it just holds everybody accountable for what they're doing and keeps them motivated. And in my eyes, it like kind of lets us get to know each other a little bit better and what our problems are and our struggles.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's what we were talking about, but it just, we're a small group and a lot of us are new. A lot of us don't know each other. I mean, honestly, besides you, Brady, Mark, Mike, and Justin, I don't know the other people, and they probably don't know me. So being that we're so a small group and we're close, and honestly, we're not even like a group or a family. The only way to get to know each other is to do stuff like that. And, I honestly can say that since I've been here, and all the struggles I've been through in the last 7 months, I've had people reach out to me that in this group, in our family, that I don't know, and they're reaching out to me, and that to me is, that's sincere, and it doesn't happen that often, and it's special. And I think, like, if we can, like, if I'm having a bad day and and you're having a bad day, I know when you're having a bad day. We can look at each other's social media and be like, oh shit, it went left. So I just think if we held each other accountable and touched base with each other once a day, not just in real estate but like in life, you know what I mean? So that's why I thought it was a good idea to do that.
Yeah, I agree with you, and that was exactly how you explained it yesterday, and I would have butchered trying to explain it. So thank you for explaining it. Yeah, I think that the part about us getting to know each other is super important, and it'll help us continue to grow as a team and continue to see successes. So that'll be awesome. And one thing that we're super, super excited about with it is that it's going to be consistent. So it's the first Tuesday of every month. So the first month, and it's an opt-in. No one's required to do it, but we're going to meet in person at the office. And the first Tuesday March will be the first 30 days or the first meeting for everybody. Hold on one second. There we go. And then April will be the first 30 for some people, but it'll also be, or the first day for some people, it'll also be the 30th day. And then May will be the 1st, the 30th, and the 60th. And then June will be the 1st, 30, 60, 90. So we'll have people who have been working on the program the whole time. So let's say we get a new person in June, and they're like, I have no idea what to do. And we have someone who's gone through the whole program. They can say, oh man, we did this and it really helped. So it's just to kind of help keep everyone productive. Obviously, the number one way to attract people to the company is by seeing our success. They're not going to come over if we're like, hey, come over, and we didn't sell any houses. So being able to invite more people in and also provide a resource for agents who maybe aren't getting it. I know a couple of agents that I've met with in the last 30 days. They feel like they're out on their own, and they may have a broker in their office that they see once a month or once every couple weeks, or they may have an office of agents who aren't willing to share what they're doing and are very much like keeping everything behind those closed walls. So I think this will help us provide a more positive, a more open, and continue to have us thrive, and help new agents grow, because ultimately that's what it's all about. And Mike and I actually had a really, I don't know, for me, it was a really cool conversation last night talking about how, we have a prospect that is interested and we want to bring them on, and we know them personally and have for many years and know their family. And for me, it was a really, really cool moment to just realize that this person's life is going to be better because they're around us. And it was really cool, because that's not one person on this team, that's the entire unit. Like Anna said, like, we're like a family. So I just think that this 90-day, I don't know, I don't want to call it a challenge, but just like a 90-day roadmap, is going to be really helpful. It's going to be spiral bound and nice and thick for you guys to all have at home. There'll be sheets in there. I'm going to have Brady chime in if he can about the choice management sheet. So we're going to have different, like I said, like the checklist in there that you could photocopy if you want one just for an open house, or if someone needs it. Brady, are you available to come off of mute? Give him a minute.
Yep.
Can you talk about the choice management?
It's just more or less like time blocking, right? Essentially. if you listen to all the great
Choice blocking.
voice blocking, is that what you said?
Choice blocking.
Choice blocking.
Yeah, Megan had coined that from someone else the other day. I liked it. Choice blocking. But yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, choice blocking, right? And if you look at all of the people who are extremely successful, right? If you have Ryan Serhant a couple weeks ago mentioned he breaks this down into every 15 minutes. The one that we have is every 30 minutes. But what are you spending your time on and what are you doing, right? And what, how much time, how many hours? What's that?
I said it's like a daily, because I didn't explain anything about it.
Yeah, it's the daily schedule for you, right? So that you remain focused and you accomplish what you need to. Setting time aside just for emails, right? Setting time aside just to prospect, and that's all you're doing, right? You're not going back and looking at emails within those 2 hours. You can get to them. If it's urgent, someone knows how to get a hold of you. And that's what it is. And it helps you remain focused. There's timers you can use, like Pomodoro timers that I'll kind of throw in there, where you work solid for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Right. But there's ways that you can approach it as well.
But the choice management, using those words, was more powerful than time management, because it really like just lets you realize like it's your choice, right? Like time management's easy to blow up if you're not doing something, but once it's, choice is a very ownership type word. So it's your choice, and what are you choosing to do?
Exactly. Yeah, it was first presented to us as the perfect daily schedule, and there's way too much pressure built behind that, and yeah, and it's not realistic. I mean, it's not, right? There are days that you will get off your schedule, but it's definitely it's the bumpers in bowling to help guide you along and make sure you don't go out of bounds.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Brady.
You're welcome.
Mike, did you want to add anything into there? I just kind of went over that it's the first Tuesday of every month. I went over our schedule, and then I did not go over, but we're going to be looking to do something as a team afterwards as well, whether that's go out to dinner, or if we want to have food catered here, we could do that too. But we're going to want to try to do some kind of team building activity after that. But Mike,
I mean, we're working on it. Hopefully, I think I forget what the goal is, got it written down, but I mean, within the next 2 weeks, we'll have it completed. And it's going to be for people that are just joining, us and just joining real estate, newer agents that'll be very useful for, and, very experienced agents from, 5 to 10, 20 plus years. Every time I do things like this, I really enjoy it, because it's like getting back to the basics. Everyone kind of has done that, hopefully, in the past, and you do things, oh man, that's a great, staple and cornerstone of the real estate business. I'm not even doing it anymore, or I'm not doing it maybe as well as I can be or should be. So it's really good for anyone at any level to just, kind of sharpen your pencil on certain things. And we're open to suggestions too. Once everyone receives this, if there's things that you guys are doing that aren't in there, we definitely want to add that. It's definitely going to be a work in progress. This is pretty much constantly. I think we'll be adding to this, probably every month or every quarter or something like that. Just new things, and it'll be more of a guidebook. So if you have a question, what we want to do to make it sort of duplicatable and easy for everyone is, instead of calling your sponsor, calling someone on the team, maybe look through that book, use it as a guide. There's going to be links in there. There's going to be a lot of other things that we'll probably be uploading to Google Docs that you can say, hey, go here, and all the Google Docs are there. I'm really going to make a conscious effort as well. I know Megan wants to make videos of a lot of, especially like the computer training and KV core and social media. We're really going to try to, make a regular video of it and upload it to YouTube, or a lot of these types of things, we can record on, Zoom, and again, have that uploaded. So if it's like, oh, that was a great training, it was really good, and then 2 months later, you're like, oh, what did Megan say to do, or what did they suggest? Then you can go back there again and refresh it. And again, it's going to be really good for the team as far as duplication, because instead of us doing the trainings over and over and over, something you submit constantly be going over it. Well, if it's done once, it should be done right. Of course, we can add to it as time goes by, but it'll be a great tool for just recruiting, because they're going to see a stream of hours and hours, and as it goes by, months and months of phenomenal content value, so that when you are making those agent attraction calls, there's going to be something significant behind it all. So it's it's, again, work in progress, and we'll always be adding to it. And also, again, very important, if there's some things, some tools and resources that we're of course not going to think of everything and have everything on there, but if there's some things out there that that anybody wants to submit, get with me, get with Megan, submit it via email, etc. And we'll definitely add it, to this 90-day program we're calling. It'll probably change the name of it one day, I don't know, but as of now, it's the 90 days. And
yeah, back to kind of what we were chatting about with Anna, and how we're a family. It's a team effort. Mike and I are just the ones putting it together. It does not mean that we're the only ones allowed to contribute to it. Mark, I'm totally putting in there your write the handwritten note card to the agents who show your house, because like you said yesterday at Larkspur. Do you remember when Mari was like, what do you do with the cards? Yeah, so that's a really great tip, and that's helpful for agent attraction. So we'll really be able to just give a guide, and I'm excited about it. And I'm even more excited that it's going to be, there's no expectation that it has to be perfect, because, this business isn't perfect. So we're open to any changes. All right. So that's March 2nd. We're going to do that. So just save your calendar for March 2nd if you would like to be part of that from 5 to 6. And you can, of course, join optionally on Zoom if you don't want to come into the office. And now, without further ado, Mr. Jonathan Gambrell. He is, if you've been in the office, he is in our office. He is a transaction coordinator and was working with Jeff and Debbie Meyer at Landmark. And I believe you help your parents as well, right?
Yep, and Ashley Katz.
And Ashley Katz over at Serenity. To be his experience in real estate. His parents are both realtors, so you know how that goes. You kind of eat, sleep, breathe it. And he's going to chat a little bit about and he's also going to help us with our social media marketing. So he's going to chat a little bit about what he needs from all of us, and then also why you should hire a transaction coordinator. So without further ado, Jonathan.
Thank you, Megan. I appreciate it. I'm Jonathan Gambrell. I'm very excited to be here and on the team here at EXP.
Put your sound on.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah, it's back on. But I'm very excited to be here. Like Megan was saying, I started with East Coast Premier Properties years ago with Julie Mathis, then with Florida Coastal, then I've also done with Landmark, Serenity Realty, and a couple different people. So got a lot of, and I started as a transaction coordinator, so that's been my ongoing thing. But I'm very excited to help with the social media here. What I really want to do is just get everybody out there and get as much information so that I can promote you, help you any way you need. I'm here in the office pretty every day, almost all day. So anything you need. But one of the things I was going to ask from all the agents is to the EXP Realty Flagler at gmail.com. If you could send me a short bio about you, like how long you've been in real estate, what your EXP anniversary date would be, anything you think I could help to maybe profile each agent on social media, just so I've got, anniversaries, birthdays, that kind of thing. And I also want any kind of information, like if you've got a new listing, let's make sure and blast that out there, help each other out and get it out there in social media so that we can really promote that. A sale, same thing, anything going under contract, anything like that I can assist in getting it out there so everybody knows what kind of work we're doing. Also, any kind of motivational or interesting content, I'm also going to be working on some stuff like that just to get our presence and let people know kind of what our motivation and what our mission is. So anything you can think of to send that, and just contact info. I'm going to make a roster so I have every agent, every member of the team, and I can get in touch with everyone through phone, email, whatever I need to. But yeah, I'll be uploading the YouTube videos like Megan was talking about. So I'm very excited about that. And like I said, anything I can help with at any point, if you've I'll be here in the office. Just let me know. I'm always a phone call or email away. So one other thing I wanted to go over real quick is I am a transaction coordinator, so I'm going to be doing that as well. Some of the benefits of hiring a transaction coordinator, I'm sure everybody is familiar with what a transaction coordinator does, but I'll kind of go over it real quick. I basically take your contract. As soon as you get your contract, I follow it all the way through to closing. I help with appraisals, with inspections. I follow the lender. I follow anything I need to take it off of you so you can be out there selling and doing more. So, and I've got packages too that I can give to anybody that wants more information on how the services work and everything. But basically I just make sure nothing falls through the cracks. I'll be keeping up with the title companies, making sure that they're ordering estoppels or whatever they need to make sure we close on time. And there's a lot that entails, but I can also help with, I can run to the title companies for closings. I can sit inspections. I can, do whatever you need. We can always work anything out. So I've got more information on that for anybody. I've got packages. So whenever anybody wants that, just let me know. But I think that was about it. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, my email is going to be the EXP Realty Flagler at Gmail. I'll be checking that. So you can send anything and just put it to my attention. And that way I know it's coming from me. And
yeah, if you have that roster, maybe just email everybody. If you have a chance, there it is.
Mark,
Megan,
did you have something you wanted to chime in with?
Well, I was just going to say, if you could just email everyone all your contact info, then we can respond to that with all of ours potentially. That way you've got it for the roster.
Yeah.
And maybe if you want, just send out like your package of transaction quarter, just see how it works. It can't hurt to just for everyone to have that on hand. I
want to digitally. I've got the handheld packages, but I'd rather do it digitally. So that way everybody just has it in an email.
Gotcha.
No, you're good. Mark, were you going to say something? Sorry, I saw you unmute. Uh-oh.
I was wondering what the cost, the fee is for the transaction coordinator.
I do $250. All right, let me real quick. It is $250 per transaction.
Okay.
If you have both sides, it's $350, and it's just a straightforward. It would go on. You can even have it done to where the title company pays it out as a transaction fee.
There is a spot in Sky Slope where you can put that in as well. So it gets paid on the DA. So just like it has your name, EXP, it'll say Jonathan's name as well. And the title company will cut him a check separately.
Got you. There was another question I have for him, but it'll come back to me in a minute.
Okie dokie. And the email he's going to use the EXP Realty Flagler at gmail.com. So I'll have Jonathan, if you don't mind, just resend that email we sent last week. Yeah. He'll send that out and we'll get his information over for you guys. And did anyone else have any questions or anything they wanted to add today?
Yeah, welcome aboard, Jonathan. We're looking forward to everything. And I think you got some great things for us ahead, getting us out there and letting us know, let people know about us and stuff. I'm excited about it.
Well, and I'm going to share that Brady and I, when we brought on a transaction coordinator, we were stuck. I mean, this is obviously last year too, before COVID, but we were stuck at like that 7-8 deal a month mark. Granted, there's two of us, of course. And when we brought on a transaction coordinator, it pushed us over 10 deals a month. And we were able to, we're still running around like crazy people, but we were able to do more business because like to me, it's like the transaction coordinator is like, I can focus on the sales and getting more business, and the transaction coordinator is my brain that makes sure that everybody is doing their job, like the lender and the title company and the other agent and even, getting, forgive me if I overstep, but getting quotes for repairs and, things like that. And Jonathan actually is even to me a more high touch transaction coordinator than we've experienced or talked to before, where he'll pick up checks or drop off checks or
Inspections.
yeah, sit at home inspections and things like that if someone needs to be there. So I'm really, really excited to have Jonathan as a part of our team and helping us with our social media, because that's just going to help us all grow our businesses. And when we grow our business, we're going to grow our agent attraction. So
Yeah, that's a great point. Again, another thing of value, and Megan always says, and I love it. It's like you can't make a withdrawal out of an ATM without first making deposits. So it sort of goes in line with this as well. When you're speaking to other agents about EXP, and especially about our local office here, you have a lot of advantages. You know, a lot of EXP agents out there, they don't have an office that they can go to. We have that. That's a big thing for EXP, because again, the vast majority of EXP does not have, again, we're virtual, right? So that's massive. But also, again, having someone like Jonathan, and also with experience. There's one thing to be a transaction coordinator. Oh yeah, just starting, last month, and doesn't even know what a real estate contract really is. When you get someone like Jonathan, whose family and Jonathan was doing a long time. So again, it's just another layer that you can sort of talk about and market to, I think, just for the overall strength of our local team here. And, all this adds up to value, lots and lots of value.
yeah.
There's one last question too. Does that include entering everything into SkySlope as a transaction coordinator?
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it definitely free up some time there. We just get out there and do our thing.
I'd pay him $250 just to deal with SkySlope. But no, and ultimately, I believe with the things that we're doing here, agent attraction is going to become easier, because as the stock continues to go up, as we continue to have more sales, as there's more EXP signs in the yard, as people continue to see us on social media, it's not going to be us reaching out and being like, I want to talk about EXP with you. No, it's going to be people calling and being like, hey, I saw you're crushing it. What are you doing? What's going on? So I'm really looking forward to the agent attraction, which is what we all talk about, want to focus on, versus the agent chasing. So thank you, Jonathan, for being here and sharing. And everyone look out. If anyone else has anything they want to add?
I just have a question. It has nothing to do with, we're still doing that fajita thing at Trey's today.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, that's a good question. I'll talk to Brady and I'll text you. Yeah.
Well, because I saw the thing and then I never saw confirmation. I was like,
yeah.
Am I getting ready to go to this thing, or am I not getting ready to go to this thing?
I forgot. Let me talk to Brady and sorry.
And to be
That
like,
would
what
be-
up with them fajitas?
That would be a no. Happy Taco Tuesday.
We might have to regroup on this day, but let me
That would
talk
be
to
good.
yeah. Let me talk to Brady.
Come on, Mary. Let's be honest. What's important here?
I was gonna get ready, but I have a 1:30 showing too, so I need to know. I'm hungry.
Well, Mary and I chatted. Maybe we'll just all go over to Cantina Louie. But let me talk to Brady and text you, because I definitely forgot.
I'm sorry. Welcome aboard, Jonathan. I'm very happy to have you. I didn't mean to be an asshole about that, but priorities.
Perfect, because
I am the fire in this group, just FYI.
Next time Jonathan's in charge, and it'll get done right. So all right. Well, thanks everyone for taking the time to be here today.
Thank you, sweet baby Jesus, for Jonathan.
Seriously, I'm not even joking. But thanks everyone for being here today. I'm really, really looking forward to all of the positive changes that are going on. And like Anna said earlier, it definitely feels like a family. We did an open house at Mark's listing yesterday, and Mark, it was so great to have you come over and just pour into Mari. And I know she was grateful for it too. And I cannot say enough about this group of people. So thank you for letting me be a part of your lives and for joining us on this call. I hope you all have an amazing Tuesday, and reach out to Mike and I if you have any ideas for the 90-day roadmap, and look for the email from Jonathan with this recording as well as what he needs from you. So have a
Awesome.
good day.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye, everybody.